Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. Here we are, Taco Tuesday and coronavirus. But I'm going to share with you, I know it's not the weekend, but in honor of Cinco de Mayo, I thought I would share my Enchiladas Suizas recipe, which is enchiladas with the green sauce as opposed to the red. So I've already been working away here, getting a lot of things prepped, but I want to talk about the sauce first, the green sauce. So I have been already previously boiling in here 6 tomatillos. I peeled back the husk, I rinsed them, put them in here. I also have half of a medium white onion in here. I just cut that half in half, so 2/4, and also a jalapeno pepper, which I just halved. Put in there, cover it with water, bring it all to a boil, and then it takes about 10 minutes for everything to get soft. You also will know when things are done when you poke the tomatillos. They feel like they give a lot. Plus they turn this olive color green. They start very bright green, and now they're olive colored. All right. I'm just gonna drain these. I had just shut off the boiling water. And this is super easy because you just do it all in the blender, which is awesome, especially on a weeknight, I think. All right, so you wanna get all the water out of this. While this drains a little bit more, in our blender, I have about a half a bunch of cilantro. I also have the stems included in there, a lot of flavor in there. And also I just cut 2 cloves of garlic roughly into pieces just to help the blender out there a little bit. I want to try to get as much water out of this as I can because while it's okay to have some in there, I don't want a lot of water in the sauce. Okay, so this fun, very hot boiled friends go in here, and now we just need to blitz this up. We're looking to pretty much completely puree everything, so pardon the noise. I'm gonna start on 1 and then jack it up. Everything to be completely pulverized. I think the cilantro just needs a while to kind of break up in there. All right, we're gonna take a look. It happens pretty quickly because we boiled everything and it was super soft going in, so it didn't take a lot of effort by the blender. All right, this looks actually pretty good. I'm going to season this with probably non-traditional, but I just like to balance out the tartness of the tomatillos and the heat of the jalapenos, just a teaspoon of honey, just to like edge that sweetness a little bit. And then of course, we're gonna add maybe a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt, depending on your taste. I'm going to give this one more blitz, if I put this on correctly, just to get everything mixed in here. All right, this should be good to go. You do want to taste this. Make sure seasonings are good. Spicy, delicious. Needs more salt. So yeah, this is gonna probably end up being about a teaspoon or so of salt. All right, pardon me, one last whiz. And we are good to go there. Okay. Great. I'm going to just scrape these sides really quickly. And then we are going to layer this up. Now, 8x8 baking dish or 9x9 square dish is perfect for this recipe. If you want to do more like a 9x13, you might consider doubling this recipe. I'm gonna start by pouring maybe like, I don't know, half a cup or so of this sauce. Kind of like when you're making lasagna and your first layer is sauce. That ensures that the bottom of the enchiladas are gonna get soaked in that sauce and they don't stick. So let's talk about them. I've already been rolling, so I do flour tortillas. I know corn are the more authentic, but they're harder to work with, and I just find, especially on a weeknight, just pulling a package of flour tortillas out and rolling them right on up without having to fry them and go through all that is a lot easier. These are the soft taco size flour tortillas. I find they work perfectly with this size of a baking dish. So I had chicken that was already cooked. I divided that evenly between the 6 tortillas. I did a little finely chopped onion. That was the other half of the onion that we boiled for the sauce, along with some shredded mozzarella cheese. If you can find Oaxaca, go for it. It's more authentic, but mozzarella will do in this case. Anyway, I just sort of stacked it in here. And now to roll. I fold it over and kind of walk it back a little bit with my fingers. You want to make sure the filling stays in, and then you want to really, as tightly as possible, roll this. Now some of the filling will come out of the sides, just tuck that back in. So my 6 tortillas are done. We have got to find a way to fit all of these bad boys in this dish. Now, this will be snug. That is okay. Do not panic. Push them up. They are not afraid of being socially distant. They're all up on each other, like everyone was in the park this weekend. Okay? And you want to put them seam side down, in this case, so that they don't unravel, though it's so tight, I don't think they will. And you know what? If some of your filling comes out while you transfer it, that's a snack for you later. Okay, we are going to top these with the rest of this sauce. I like to kind of ensure that it gets down in between them and then around them before I just willy-nilly dump all of this on top. I'm gonna grab, well, oh, goodbye. I'm just gonna grab whatever is left in here, try to get it out. So we are all kind of covered here with that. Okay. Now I like to kind of take my spatula and make sure that everyone truly does get some in between. Because when they are smothered with this sauce, they do, of course, taste better. Then you kind of want to make sure all of the edges get a little bit of the sauce so they're not hanging out in the oven and they will burn. Okay, that looks good. We have 2 more things to put on top of here. This is simply 1/3 cup of sour cream with 1/3 cup of heavy cream, large pinch, maybe 1/4 of salt. I whisk this together so that the sour cream mixes in with the cream and echoes Mexican crema. If you can find actual Mexican crema, use it in here. If not, this is sort of the quick fix that I have. The reason I put this in a measuring cup is because we want to kind of drizzle this over everything. We don't want to, again, just dump. Whoa. She's a full dish, but it's gonna be delish. There's no real rhyme or reason to this. There's no point in trying to make it artsy or decorative because it's just gonna spread out in the oven when it bakes, but you do kind of want to get as even of a coverage as you can. And as you can imagine, what could be bad about heavy cream and sour cream? I don't know. Last thing, top it with a little bit more of this shredded mozzarella. You don't need a super crazy thick layer of this because we do obviously have a lot of dairy going on already in this whole shebang. And I will kind of get in here and clean this up before we bake it, as far as letting the cream and everything drip on in there. But that should be good. Okay, all we need to do, everything in here is cooked truly already, so we just need to heat this through, get it bubbly, get it all married together. So 350 degrees for about 30 minutes or so. You want everything bubbly. You want to get a little bit of brownness on this cheesy top, and then take it out of the oven. Let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes just to calm down, and then serve away. If you want a little garnish of cilantro with it, knock yourself out. But anyway, that's my Enchiladas Suizas. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.